completely forgotten that it's Thursday today, and I realized just now when I finished in the office. So I decided to do just a live stream and do Q&As as a couple times before, because that's always been popular. And when people join and you start asking questions, it becomes interesting. So let's hope people will start joining soon. Meanwhile, I'm walking in Prague because I went to the post office to mail some documents to the Ministry of the Interior, and we also prepared some insurance contracts and insurance cards for our clients. So I went to the post office to send it. There is one post office in the city center, like right at the Wenceslas Square, which is open basically 24/7. It's actually 22/7 until midnight, and then from 2 o'clock in the morning until morning. So I usually go there when I finish in the office. I go to the post office and send documents that need to be sent that day. So I did that today. So first people are joining. So guys, if you have any questions, this is live Q&A, so feel free to ask any questions while I walk home from the city center of Prague. So if you have any questions, please put them into the chat, and I'll be happy to answer them as I walk. So, and meanwhile, check this out. But this is not about sightseeing of Prague. It's about your questions. So anything related to your visa, accommodation, health insurance, whatever in Prague or the Czech Republic in general, please ask in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer. So, Sons of Nature, hello. Hi, Sons of Nature. Do you have any question, or you just want to say hi to the Wenceslas Square in Prague? Samuel Konduach. Please, how can I check out my Czech Republic visa? What do you mean check out? Like check the status of your application, that you already submitted the application and now you just want to know if it's been processed, if it's denied, approved, or what do you mean by checking your visa? And I'll do my best. It's probably around 25 minutes walk home from the city center, and I'll be answering your questions during the whole time. So you will see quite a lot of Prague, quite a big part. So if you stick with me, you will also have a tour. I might even tell you something about the places where I'm going. So now, yes, please. Okay, so if you applied for your application, if you submitted your application and applied for a Czech visa or Czech residence permit through the embassy, then you basically don't have too many options to check the status. Definitely don't write to the embassy. That makes no sense, because embassies don't make decisions. Okay, so if you write to the embassy, hey, what's the status of my application, they will not tell you anything, and they might even get pissed because they cannot tell you anything, because they don't make the decision, so they don't know anything. So the best, the thing, yeah, I'm walking in the street and there are cars here, so I need to be careful. So if I stop talking at some point, it's because I'm trying to see if there is a car trying to hit me or not. So yeah, so when you submitted your application at the embassy, then they should have given you an application number. And if you have the application number, you can go to the frs.gov.cz website and you can check the status there. If you haven't been given any application number, you cannot really check it, or you could contact the Ministry of the Interior and request the application number, and then you could check it this way. But honestly, it doesn't really make sense anyway, because if you applied through the embassy, then the embassy is the point of contact, and they will contact you if the Ministry of the Interior needs anything from you, or if they like approve the application or deny the application, the embassy will always contact you directly. So actually, if you applied through the embassy, you don't really need to check the status of your application. But if you want to do so, then through the frs.gov.cz website. Val. Hi, Jan. In what branch of Ministry of Interior do I need to pass my change of employer? I'm working in Prague 1 in the future. Thanks. Generally, all these changes should be reported to the ministry responsible for the place where you live. Everything based on your address. So if you live in Prague 4, 5, or 10, you go to Chodov, and it doesn't matter if your workplace is in Prague 1 or Prague 7 or wherever. But if you were, for example, moving from Prague to Brno for work, then you would need to ideally report the change of address to Brno, from Prague to Brno, and then report the change of employer in Brno already. But until you change the address, you always report it at your current branch. So wherever you go now, that's the branch where you should report the change of employer. Lovely me. Hello sir, good evening. I wanna ask if the PCC from Nepal could be able to translate in Czech Republic, and where please? Yeah, of course. We always, or we generally do it like that if we work with clients. So look at this. One of the streets in the city center. Yeah, so when we work with clients from all around the world, from India, from Bangladesh, from Nepal, wherever, from that part of the world, or African countries, or like South America, whatever, we usually do it the way that you send us the original documents. So if you have the PCC or your diploma or marriage certificate, birth certificate, whatever, you send us the original. We make a notarized copy of that, and then we do the translation in the Czech Republic and attach it to the copy. So then we will send you back the original document and an official copy with the official translation. That's probably not the cheapest way, because you have to send it here and we need to send it back to you. So there is the additional cost for the DHL, for example, for the delivery. But it's the easiest way, because we do the translation, we take care of that, and there is no doubt about the quality of the translation, as it might be if you do it through a non like official translator. Arun KB, I would like to change my surname and first name. How can I report change to MOI? Would you be able to assist in this case? Well, that's a bit more complicated. If you want to change your name, like first name and surname, you first need to change it in the country of your origin. Then they will issue a new passport for you, and then you report the new passport and hence also the change of the name to the Ministry of the Interior. You cannot just go to the ministry and change your name because you like another name better. You first need to go through the country of your origin, change it there, then they change your passport and you report the new passport. Guys, before I answer the next question there from Sounds of Nature, I will show you a bit around, because it's very noisy here anyway. And down there. So I will get back to the rest of the questions. I just need to cross this big road and then I will be answering the rest. So just a second, because I don't want to get killed while answering your questions and crossing the road at the same time. So just give me, please. Good. Green. All right, so I'm actually coming close to the office because I pass the office when I go home, so you'll see our office as well, at least the building. Anyway, so Sounds of Nature. I have given dormitory address when I landed here within 3 days, but now I have shifted to private apartment, so now I have to inform the police with new address, or I can just leave. Well, first of all, you have to inform the Ministry of the Interior, okay? You don't inform the foreign police. The foreign police only does the initial registration, but then you need to go to the to the Ministry of the Interior. And you always report, okay, so you have to report the change of address within 30 days from when it happened. So if it happens on the 1st of December, you have until the 31st of December to report the change. So you always need to report it. if you plan on staying in that apartment for longer than 6 months. If you move there just for 2 months, you have a lease agreement just for 2 months, 3 months, something like that, you don't have to report it. But if you move there for longer than 6 months, you always need to report the change of address to the ministry. There are different ways how to do that. You can mail it to them. Oh, it's now somehow dark here. Oh, so you can either mail it to them, but it's a bit tricky because if you mail it to the ministry, you never know if they changed it in the if they changed the address in the system, because you cannot check it online, anything like that. So it's easier that you don't have to go to the ministry in person, but on the other hand, you don't have any confirmation that it actually happened. And in couple minutes, I think in like 2-3 minutes, I will be going through one of the most beautiful parts of Prague, or streets of Prague, at night. So stick with me. Maybe invite someone else, because then I will change the, if it's possible, I don't know if it's possible, but if I can change the camera, I will show you the street, because it's really nice at night. So the change of address was like this. You definitely have to report it if you plan on staying there for longer than 6 months. Okay, so now I'm on the street where our office is. So basically our office is somewhere here in this building. Up here is IP Pavlova, the metro station, and down there is Karlovo náměstí, the metro station. So I'll just cross here, and then I will get to the nice street in like 1 minute. Anyway, so Vera Prasad, I have free access to labor market in both countries, as I finished my studies in Italy and Czech. Okay, that's great. That's not a question, but it's definitely good for you to have free access to the Czech labor market. Oliver Dietz, show me pulverturn. What is that? Tell me. I just replied your email earlier today, Oliver. So you've heard from me via email as well, but thank you for joining the live stream too. And please explain what is pulvertum. And I'll be happy to show it to you, unless it's my like bottom parts or something. Okay, so I'm coming to the street. It's like 1 minute away. So when I turn left, I will change my camera to the back one, and I will show you. I can actually show you now, because it's becoming very nice. Okay, so now the guys who will be joining right now will not see me, will not know what's happening. But yeah, let me see. Good. And then on the corner, like 50 meters from here, I turn left, and you will see the street I was talking about. It's really nice, with those old lamp posts and everything. So I'll show you that. But guys, please feel free to still post your questions in the chat, so I can answer them as I walk home from the office, because as I mentioned in the beginning of the live stream, I completely forgot that it was Thursday today. So I didn't prepare any live stream, so I'm doing live Q&As, and I'm here for you to answer everything. So now look at this. I don't know if it looks that beautiful on the camera, but in real life it's really nice, because the colors are different. And these are the old lamp posts. I don't know if you will be able to see that. Like these. It looks really cool. Anyway, so Vera Prasad, can you please let me know if we can have employee card in Czech and work permit in Italy simultaneously? Italian employer allows me to work remotely. Is it fine? Well, not really, because you should not have two types, or like two, I don't know how to explain it. You should not have two of the same types of residence permit at the same time. So if you have, let's say, an employee card in Italy, you should not have an employee card in the Czech Republic. And it kind of makes sense because the employee card is meant for like full-time employment. So if you work full-time employment in Italy, you will hardly work full-time employment in the Czech Republic. So it kind of makes sense. What you can have, for example, is that if you have a permanent residence permit in Italy, you can get a local residence permit in the Czech Republic as well, and the other way around. If you, for example, have Czech PR, Czech permanent residency, and you want to live in Italy, you can do that. You can still keep the Czech permanent residency and live in Italy for up to 6 years. With the Czech PR, you can live in other EU countries for up to 6 years. But having like two employee cards at the same time, one in Italy, one in Czech Republic, is not exactly how you should do that. And the other thing is, if someone will notice and if someone will care, most likely not, but officially you should not really do that. Oliver Dietz, Prašná brána. Okay. I'm far from that. But yeah, I would show you if I was there, but I'm actually going in the opposite direction now because I was at the post office in the city center, at the main one, which is open until midnight, and now I'm just walking home. So for those of you who are stalking me, this is a great way of finding out where I live. So, but I will be walking for another like 15 minutes and we'll show you some more nice sights because I will be getting to one of the biggest bridges in Prague as well, so I'll show you that view too. Sons of Nature, sir, I'm living in next stop of IP Pavlova. Want to meet you regarding information. Can I get your office address by email? Well, come meet me now. I am now like 2 blocks from IP Pavlova, so get dressed and come meet me. And now, of course, if you send an email or if you fill in the form, which will be in the description of this video as well, then of course you can come to our office and I'll be happy to meet you and discuss your case. Or if you just Google us, if you put Move to Prague or Move to Prague Relocation Experts or Move to Prague Relocation Services, those are all the different names of the company, then it will show you the address. There is a cafe or restaurant called La Mouka. It's kind of like a modern-ish blue building. So you will find us pretty easily. But of course, get in touch and I'll be happy to send you the exact address. Now, Kwame Lam, please. What do you mean, please? Have you posted your your question before and I haven't answered, or what do you mean? Vera Prasad, what will be problem if I hold both? I asked Italian authorities, they said they have no issues and I need to check with Czech authorities. Well, as I mentioned, in the real life, no one will most likely find out and no one will care. But the thing is that it's... Okay, I'll explain, because on the right there is a hospital which looks like a hospital from Harry Potter, or like the castle from Harry Potter. I don't know if you will be able to see anything because it's dark, but yeah, maybe yes. Look at this. Look at this, guys. I find this beautiful. I don't know about you. Let me know, maybe in the chat or in the comments if you're watching the video later, but I find this very, very beautiful. Like let me maybe make a screenshot. Yeah, because if you look at the moon and the hospital and the lampposts and like the street itself, it's just, I really, really like it. Anyway, so back to the topic. Yeah, one more time. Enjoy. Yeah, so if you have two, like the thing that might be a problem is that the ministry could question if you fulfill, let's see if it's visible here. No, not really. Okay, because it's a black brick hospital, so it's not really visible in dark, but it's cool. Anyway. Okay, so if you have a Czech employee card, you are basically saying that you are in the Czech Republic to work. But then if you have an employee card in another country, the ministry could question if you really are here and if you are really here to work, or if you just got the employee card to, I don't know, to have access to the Czech healthcare system or social security system or something like that. Because you always need to fulfill the purpose of your stay. And it's like technically not really possible to work full-time in the Czech Republic and at the same time work full-time in Italy. I understand now it's like way more possible if you can work online and the Italian company is willing to, or it's fine with you actually working from the Czech Republic if you work remotely for them and then you have a local job here in the Czech Republic as well. Technically it might be possible, but this could be the potential problem that the ministry could say, hey, well, you cannot have two full-time jobs in two different countries. So you will have to choose, either keep the Czech one, cancel the Italian one, or keep the Italian, but like move out of the Czech Republic. So this is the problem. But as I mentioned, first someone would need to realize that and do something about that, which is not very likely to happen. Okay, guys, so for those of you who are just joining now or who just joined recently, I'm walking from the office back home. And I'm answering questions on the go. And meanwhile, I'm showing you around Prague. So if you have any questions, feel free, or please ask in the comments, in the chat, and I will be happy to answer those. I have probably like 10 minutes to walk. So there is still plenty of questions I'm able to answer. I found your email. Thank you. You are working too much, Oliver. Happy that it was delivered. I'm working fine. I'm working fine. I like it. And I'm walking home now. It's midnight. Okay, it's kind of late, but you're all awake as well. You ask questions, I answer that. It's hopefully helpful to you. So yeah, it's nice. I like it. So guys, please, if you have any questions, ask now, because I will probably keep the live stream going anyway until I get home. So I have to walk anyway. So I'll just keep recording. So ask questions, use the time, or just maybe share some of your stories, like if you've been to Prague, or if you have any questions about Prague itself, about life in Prague, or about, of course, about immigration, accommodation, health insurance, all that. Like, look at this. It's really nice. Charles Sengasu, I'm watching from Zanzibar, Tanzania. Okay, damn, that's pretty far away. So thank you very much for joining. And I'm not sure if I now will go to the bridge. I don't need to cross the bridge, so I'll probably not go there, but I'll at least show you. And then I'll go under one of the main roads here, and I will cross the main road. But I will show you the view to the bridge as well, as much as I can, because it's a nice bridge, nice view, and nice whatever is behind that bridge. There is a big hotel and like the Congress Center and everything. La la la, 8 people here. That's good. So guys, enjoy the night walk through Prague. This is a magical monument here, concrete. Anyway, so now, okay, so you'll probably not see much from the bridge. Like in front of me, there is the bridge, and there is a big valley, very deep valley, and the bridge crosses the valley. And actually, in the bridge, there is the metro line. So there is the bridge, and inside of the bridge goes the metro. I don't know if any, like definitely not in the Czech Republic, not in any other part of Prague. But I'm not sure if like how common is it's in the world that you would have like this big bridge and inside of that a metro line. Anyway, another question there. Charles, I need your contact, bro. Well, not in this video yet, but if you check any other of my videos, there is always a contact form you can fill in. So please just choose any other video and go to the description and fill in the form there, and I'll be happy to get in touch. Then, Kwamelam, I'm watching you from UAE. Thank you. Please can I get your contact? Yeah, okay, so that's far away as well. It's definitely, I wanted to say it's definitely closer than Zanzibar. I'm not sure about that actually, because it's different directions. But thank you very much for joining. Okay, so you will see the bridge better now, I think. Still not much, but that's the bridge. And yeah, the same for you, Kwame. In any of the videos, not in this one yet because it's a live stream, so I didn't put any description there yet, but in any other of the videos or recordings on my channel, there is always a contact form, and if you fill it in, it gets to either me or one of my colleagues, and we'll be happy to speak with you. So this is night Prague. This is the bridge and everything. So walking home. Welcome in Zanzibar, Tanzania, my brother. Well, I guess it's the same time zone as the Czech Republic, so it's also after midnight for you, or is it different? Because we have plenty of clients from South Africa, and I know we're on the same time zone with South Africa. Okay, some graffiti here for you. Enjoy Prague graffiti. Okay, those are nice. I actually kind of enjoy this. Don't know what's happening on the drawings, but they're nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay, anyway, continuing. Guys, have you ever been to Prague? I guess maybe not. From Zanzibar, it's not a fast trip, the say from UAE. But we've actually had many clients who live in UAE, not like locals, usually Indians. But we've actually had pretty many clients who live there, so yeah, quite familiar. So like this is one of the nice buildings of Prague, like these Prague 2 buildings. I like another building there, and now we'll be going down through, or like from a hill. Now it's actually pretty warm again in Prague. It snowed here 2 weeks ago. Prague was completely under snow, and it was a lot of snow, like 10-15 centimeters, something like that. Now it's like warm again. So what I mean is, I will be going down from this hill, which is not too steep, but when it's like very icy, yeah, it's very slippery. So today it's not really, because it just rained, so it's wet, but it's not really slippery because it's like 10-15 degrees Celsius probably. Yeah, and the tram is going down there. So today is a bit different, guys. Let me know if you like this or not really, because usually I sit in the office and answer your questions in the office. Now you also have this little Prague tour. I'm not telling you much about where I am or what's the history of these places, but there is actually one interesting thing about this place in particular, because in this hill, basically the whole hill, there is like a shelter, like against like war shelter. So if war started, then people who live in this area could actually take shelter in this hill. It's pretty big and it's still like still ready. So it can like everything works there, and it can really be used in case of some war or something. So some more questions here. Yes, I've been in Prague several times. I've started to learn Czech, but long ago. Okay, so let's talk Czech. Jak se máte? Jak se máte, Olivere? Jaký máte večer? Yeah, no, you need to train any language. If you just start and then you stop, then you forget. So you need to practice. Anyway, Charles Sengasu. Sorry, my brother, I'm looking job for farming, agriculture, pig, but I'm living in Zanzibar, Tanzania, or is it only taking workers from EU countries? Well, yes, generally speaking, it's not really easy to move to the Czech Republic to work, because Czech Republic doesn't offer the standard kind of model of job seeker visa, so you cannot just come to the Czech Republic and look for a job. The job seeker visa is in the Czech Republic, it exists, but it's only available to people who finished universities and accredited programs in the Czech Republic. So if you're a student, you finish your school here, you will get 9 extra months to find a job or start your own business. So this is how it works. But if you are not a student in the Czech Republic, you cannot get the job seeker residence permit. So you basically need to, if you're in Tanzania, you need to find a job even before you can apply for any type of visa or residence permit. So it makes it pretty complicated. Yeah, so like, of course, people are moving here, but I would say generally you have chances in 2 cases. First, if you want to do jobs which Czech citizens are not willing to do. So the companies like in factories, we have plenty of Filipino clients, for example, who work in different factories and often in like butchery kind of factories where you like kill animals and like you make whatever wursts out of them, because people generally don't want to do this. So companies are happy to hire foreigners because they cannot find employees inside of the Czech Republic or inside of the EU. So you have chances in these kind of fields like factories or like very difficult jobs which no one wants to do. Also welders. There are plenty of welders needed. So many foreigners come here also for this kind of job. And then of course, if you have something which no one else has in terms of education or experience, so there is also a pretty big market for software developers, because IT is pretty big in the Czech Republic. There are plenty of IT companies, but there are not too many good IT people like software developers and such. So you mainly have chances, in my opinion, in these kind of jobs. In agriculture, I'm not really sure about that you will be able to find many job offers. But if you get in touch, I'll be happy to send you a link to the website of the ministry or the labor office, and all the jobs advertised there are available for foreigners. So if you have a chance to find a job, it would be through this website, and I'll be happy to share it with you if you get in touch. Oliver, mám se dobře, fine. That's good, yeah. So you still remember something. Good. Tram, look at that. It's already a night tram, number 96. People are whatever doing, I don't know what they're doing there. Not sleeping yet. Okay. Guys, it's been 34 minutes, 34 minutes, let's say. I'm walking home and I'll be home in 2 minutes. So I will finish the live stream. There are no more questions from your side anyway. So hope you enjoyed this tour. And I don't know if you've heard of Jose Monkey. It's a kind of a big thing on TikTok, and he finds people who want to be found. So maybe I will actually do this. So guys, bear with me, or no? Okay. Okay, I'll do it later. But I will finish the live stream, guys. Let me show you around. And thank you very much for joining the live stream, for asking the questions, for being with me during my trip home. Hopefully it was useful to you, and sleep well. Enjoy the holidays, enjoy Christmas. And yeah, see you next time. Again, Monday, Thursday, until the end of the world. I'll show you my face as well, so you know it's still me, not someone else stealing my voice. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Wish you all the best. The same to you, Oliver. Thank you very much for the email you sent and for coming to the live stream. Relax, enjoy the holidays, or survive the holidays, whatever is your approach. And see you next time. Good night, Charles. See you. Bye bye, guys.